Today we're going to talk about how to perform a cultural change. I love this. I love this image, because I think it does typify the all sort of environments. Never mind just digging a hole in the road. Um, let's talk a little bit about why cultural change is important and how difficult it is.
Cultural change is important when things change in the company and the environment.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot keep the same culture for a very long time,
Mm-hmm.
because things evolve around you and you have to adapt to what is changing. Now, it's a continuous battle, by the way, between change and between culture,
Mm-hmm.
because culture is normally heavy. It's not easy to change. It's not easy to twist. So there's a lot of effort that's going to be involved in that.
Mm-hmm.
And there should be strong leadership in changing the culture.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in changing the culture, you are really touching the core of what people believe and what people are used to do.
Yeah.
Their comfort zone, their values, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why it is very difficult. And if it's not done in a very careful way, it will fail.
Yeah.
Change will fail anytime culture is too strong for that change, or is not taken into consideration.
Okay.
The way to do it is basically first look at exactly what we have, what is the situation, do a gap analysis between what exists now and where we want to be.
Yeah.
And look practically at every single side of the business.
Yeah.
Once the plan is there, you need champions. You need people who will be the drivers of that change. And you need to make sure that these people are communicating well. They are motivated all the time. They are present in every situation where some explanation is needed. So that's it. And of course, it all starts with the vision of the new culture, like any change. And you need to communicate it very well. People need to understand what they have to gain, what they have to lose, why the change is absolutely necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And then the culture will start accepting some of these changes. And it's never a short exercise. It will take a lot of time before a culture is really changed.
Okay, so we got some of the difficulties of culture change. We see here that we've got some of our the founders, or as you said, the champions that drive the change in time. These are the barriers, I take it, to cultural change.
Yeah, they can be. They can be. One of the most important influences in a culture is what the initial founder has made of.
Mm-hmm.
He or she have created something, and that is impregnated with their values.
Mm-hmm.
It's the drivers of the culture are usually the drivers of the person who started it. And sometimes many years pass after the disappearance of the founder,
mm-hmm.
but the beliefs are still there. And the funny thing is that many times you don't even remember why it is like this. You don't even remember, why you should do things like they are being done. But it is so ingrained in you that you will resist any change. And this is the one of the major difficulties of changing the culture.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mentioned a few minutes earlier that the influence of the champions is very important. And these champions need to be excellent communicators. They need to be very energetic and very present, and they need to have answers for the major questions that are going to be asked.
Okay.
One third of the influencer is time.
Mm-hmm.
Time can be very tricky. Okay. If you expect the culture to change very quickly, it's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But if you let it drag too long, it's going to be also another failure.
Mm-hmm.
So the important thing is to be aware of time and to make time work for you when you make the cultural change.
Okay.
It has to be at a reasonable tempo, but you cannot let it drag too long.
Okay. Right. Thank you so much.
Okay.